Joining us now is Michael Burke. He's the school superintendent here. So first of all, on day 3, give me where the numbers stand and what your concern is.
Yeah, so we finished the second day of school with 440 students in quarantine, stemming from 51 cases of staff and students.
So you have those numbers, 400 and some odd, with the school district of 179,000. But what happens to the quarantined students because of exposure to coronavirus?
So we're limited this year. We're no longer able to do the simultaneous teaching at home.
When you say last year, kids that had to leave could be at home on their computers and like here could go right through the internet to their classroom as it's being taught.
That's no longer an option.
Because?
The governor's executive order that allowed that has sunset. So for this school year, we have either brick and mortar in-person instruction or our virtual school, which is independent learning.
Meaning what?
It means it's not, you can go through a virtual school, you're not staying with your homeroom teacher, you don't have that live instruction, it's self-paced, it's self-independent study.
What is your greatest concern right now, and who do you blame for the crisis that you're already beginning to see unfold here?
So our goal was to get our students back in person on our campuses. We truly believe, and research now shows, that the best place for them, both academically and socially, is to be in the classroom. And our goal is to keep kids in school. And what I'm concerned about is we've gone as far as we can within the state law to require face coverings for both our students and staff.
So be direct, who do you blame?
Well, I guess, the governor's got to take responsibility for establishing the ground rules we're operating under. And this ability for families to opt out is leading to more cases, which is ultimately going to send more kids home and deprive them of that traditional classroom experience.
Let's explain the situation you have here. In some counties, like to the south in Broward, Andrea, it's an outright mandate that you must wear a mask, even though the governor says you can't do that. Here in Palm Beach County, you have worked within the system to say, we want kids to wear masks. Parents can choose to opt out, meaning they can fill the paperwork out. And so I know that there's not an exact census right now, but we're talking about 3,000 kids or so. So explain to me the mathematics of all of this when people are opting out, showing up in class, and Johnny is in one chair wearing a mask, and Jane is right next to Johnny without a mask.
So I'm imploring everyone to wear a mask. And, right now we've had about 5,700 students opt out, take advantage of that parent opt-out to not have to wear a mask. It varies from school to school. And you're right, part of the state emergency rule was that we're not allowed to isolate students if they choose to exercise that choice to opt out. So we're not allowed to, partition off individual classrooms. We're not allowed to tell students where to sit on the bus, that type of thing.
Thank you. Any last message direct to the governor?
I think if we really are committed to keeping kids in school, we should reassess the situation.